Hi everyone. It's been a long time since I've been making any videos really, but I've mostly been I've been coming off medication, so it's been a long and arduous process. I've just started back at uni, slowly trying to work my way back into an academic frame of mind. And so eventually, when I collect my intellectual resources, I hope to start doing start again with my Max Payne Let's Analyze videos, and get back on track with that, and start doing more more Let's Analyze videos, and more strictly academic as well. Got some ideas planned for those videos, but in the meantime, while I'm just working things out, I wanted to do a quick series of videos where I play through shit games for lols. And also for something a bit more. I'm thinking of calling this series the Dustbin of History, after the phrase of Trotsky. And the essential aim with this series is to analogous with the concept of Freud, that by studying people with psychopathologies or neuroses, you can discern elements that are common in normal people's thinking and functioning. By studying the aberration, you find something about normality, or organic functioning, normal functioning. That perhaps by studying terrible games, we could learn something about, or negatively perhaps, about good game design and how things should ideally be put together. We'd learn from the dreadful, dreadful mistakes of people who have come before us. Oh, sorry, I've just got a bit of allergies. And so the first mistake that we are analysing is The Walking Dead: Survival Instinct, published by AMC Studios and developed by what was it called? Terminal Reality. That's it. I've played through about first third of the game, but I decided to start again just to have a more to enable everyone playing at home to follow along with the story, because it's very important, naturally. So we are a man with a rifle. We're walking.
I think I see some blood. Is there blood always this black?
And a man's talking to us, and we're finding out something. I think something horrible might have happened. I don't know. We're gonna walk through this creek.
Ahead. He's signaling. Cut through the trees to see what he wants.
Hello, friend. Okay, red arrow points towards our objective. Let's go. That HUD element, the compass and the health bar, reminds me so much of the PlayStation 1 Medal of Honor HUD, or the HUD from Frontline. I think it was the same. Hello, friend. But yeah, this was the most directional and narrow creek I've ever seen in my life. It makes it really obvious that it's just a walking path for the player.
Too much noise. Best you crouch to keep quiet.
And not an organic element of the environment here. So it makes the artificiality of the environment very, very obvious. So lesson 1, if you're going to make a linear game and you need to wall the player off, try and make the walls that you're using less obvious and less imposing. I mean, on both sides of the visual frame here, we're just having objects blocking us, blocking our vision, and also blocking our movement. And so we get a really real claustrophobic feeling that comes from playing this, because of all this visual clutter in the frame. Oh no! Oh fuck! Fuck that up! Take that, you zombies. Shoot you with my gun until you're a dead one. Oh no! More zombies. There are so many. The amount of zombies here are ludicrous. I'll stab you with my knife. Oh, I love that melee reaction. Oh, but this is an emotional sequence, so...
What in the hell, Dixon?
Daryl Dixon? Well, that can't be. Daryl Dixon's the protagonist. He can't be dead already.
Oh, Dix, no, man. Help me.
That's not Daryl Dixon's voice.
Daryl, you okay?
Speaking of... There's Daryl Dixon.
Dad,
oh,
no.
silly me.
We could...
Get Papa Dixon.
He's too busted up. Nothing can be done now except ease his suffering.
That was a really quick and strangely logical inference. You must have done zombies before. And you see, because Daryl is the emotional brother, he can't do it. He has to repress his feelings beneath his masculinity.
Sorry, brother.
And here's that title music. Pay close attention during these opening tiles. You can see a Windows cursor somewhere. There we go. You can see it in the top right, just there. On that frame, you can see the Windows cursor when they made this, just to demonstrate the degree of effort and the quality that Terminal Reality was shooting for when they made this game for popular consumption and priced it at $100 Australian, which was the RRP when it came out. Man, those textures, that's not pleasant. That's just not good. Yeah, really good idea. When you're having a point of view shot that's really close to your object, don't make the object a really badly compressed JPEG with like really bad textures. Just don't do that. Word to the wise. Indestructible television. A bed that sparks when you hit it with a knife. That's meant to be a mattress, right? That's not metal. I'm stabbing the mattress and sparks are coming out of it. You know, that makes more sense because it's metal, but how about sparks? Yeah, some sparks are coming off this sleeping bag. Now it's just dust. Oh, sparks again, good. Lawn chair, of course. Come on, I want to make sparks off the sink. Sparks off the wooden chair, of course.
Daryl, come here. We gotta work up a plan.
Oh no. So yeah, it's a way to really build immersion and suspense for
Daryl, come here.
the player. Have characters repeat lines from a line pool of about 3 or 4. I think there's only like 3 or 4 things he can say. And he says them really frequently if you don't talk to him. So it's, come on now, we've got to work up a plan. So it's a really great way to get me invested in the story and make me think that he's a real character.
We gotta work up a plan.
And not a hastily written program. But anyway, let's talk to Jess Collins.
Daryl, come here.
Have you ever seen anything like that?
If you told me about it, I'd call you a liar.
Listen, there's more of them coming.
We gotta go.
Yeah, the only thing we gotta do is kill every last one of them.
Daryl, I know you're upset, but just listen. That sounds like a whole lot of them. We need to go, now. Gather up as much as you can and meet me at the truck.
Let's go then.
Daryl, remember what we learned about him. Head trauma. Attack the brain, remember. Only thing we know that kills him. And be quiet sneaking out the back door. Don't let him see you.
Okay. No, he's ready to do business. Look at him. Alright, let's go out the back door. Where's the back door again? Oh, help, I've gotten lost. Let's go out the front door. We'll do it the sensible way. Alright, now, here is the introduction to combat and the advanced technique. That execution move. From the few hours I've played of this game, you will be relying upon that stealth execution for the majority of the combat, given that you don't have to be in stealth to do it. And shoving or hitting zombies can open them up for an easy execution. So what I did just there is shove and then turn around while they're stunned and then execute them. Is pretty much the way you deal with every isolated walker. It's the most reasonable thing to do. Oh, look at those textures. This is some next-gen shit. I'm gonna pick up this rifle. Yep. Fuel is important. You need it to go to a place in a car. Done deal. Give me some sparks. I wanna have some beef sparks. Rotting meat sparks. Yeah, one thing they did right in this game, one of the points I will give this game is that there really is a disincentive to use guns, just as in the AMC's The Walking Dead, because as you'll probably see later on, it attracts a fuckload of walkers, because walkers are constantly spawning in places that aren't in your line of sight or out of the field of view. I'm just gonna hit this guy, stun him with a basic attack. It makes combat seem both ridiculously easy and ridiculous. Anyway, yeah, because using a firearm is a guaranteed to draw to get all the zombies that are quietly spawning out of your field of view, and then make them run the fuck over. Which is very inconvenient when you're trying to walk through a place and there are zombies spawning and trying to hit you all over the place. It's not very fun. But I'm going to sneak around my expert stealth. Oh, I don't need to do that because Jeff's being a dickhead. Oh!
Gotcha.
Gotcha! My dad was recently killed, but I'm all gotcha! Okay. Alright. Just gonna hit you, stun lock you with basic attack. Hello to you too, why not? I don't give a fuck. I'm loose. MLG quickscoper.
Hurry up!
Oh no, I've been attacked, help. There's a zombie who's just looking at me. Oh shit, now I'm actually in trouble because I was playing it too casual. Help! Help! There we go, I'll demonstrate. Oh no, I missed him and I died. So there you go, that's hubris in action right there. Well, I'm being a fucking dickhead. Alright, let's see if we can't do that again. Alright. Stun, execute. If this has gotten a bit dull already, we're only, what, less than 20 minutes in? And I got about 4 hours into the campaign. I heard people say they did it in 6, but I didn't finish Act 2 and I was 4 hours in, so...
Get a move on, Daryl.
I reckon maybe I just play really slowly, I don't know, but I reckon the game is a bit longer than that. But when the game is of this quality, and when basic combat looks like this... Oh, here we go, here's the grapple thing. Where it's a nice, easy, painless way to kill several zombies that patiently wait in turn to grab you instead of piling on you in the classic zombie lore. Yeah, the zombies patiently wait. They're very polite, these ones, like Assassin's Creed guards. They'll just stand by and watch other zombies die and just wait for their turn, I guess. Anyway, we'll hop in here. Alright, we'll catch up, let's go. Okay, so yeah, basically, the game occasionally gives you options of various routes to travel to the preset destinations, and you can choose to prioritize fuel expenditure. So you have the limited fuel expenditure, but there's a higher chance for your car to break down, or you can expend more fuel but have a greater chance to stop for supplies along the way that might be helpful later on. I tend to just go medium either way. So that's the streets, medium fuel usage, and stop occasionally for supplies. Because, see, this you go on the highways, you use less fuel. Back roads use more fuel when you stop often. Because...
Not
here we go.
damn thing. My phone ain't working either.
When there's a voiceover
Hey, about your dad.
over the transition graphic here,
leave it be.
it entails that there's going to be a mandatory stop. Regardless of which travel method you picked. So if you picked high fuel expenditure and then that happens to you, you might end up being a bit fucked. End up being low on fuel. It's also best not to tell your survivors to do anything, because there's a really high chance of them getting
Them psychos came here
severely
too.
hurt or killed.
Maybe.
So just get everyone to stay by the car and let Daryl Dixon Superman it.
DMZ.
If there's any gas, it'll be at Lucky's.
Lucky's. Let's go see Lucky. He's my friend. Alright. So yeah, really elegant way to prevent players from walking out of the very small map you've created. Have the way that the character entered the scenario suddenly be blocked by all these do not cross signs and these cars here. Daryl Dixon is an outlaw. He wouldn't pay attention to this sign, he'd cross it. I'm fucking loose. Watch me cross the sign. But no, the gods did not smile upon Daryl Dixon's rebellious efforts. Here's me attacking an indestructible window. It's true of every car, you just can't interact with the environment to any great degree. We're setting an atmospheric mood, you see. So abandoned cars, corpses, shopping trolleys. With the writing that's backwards? What the fuck? Hold on, I have to get a look at this. This is the direction from which one would suppose, you know, ostensibly read that sign. And it's fucking backwards. Do not stand in the cart. Why is it backwards? What's wrong with you? I want to crouch to read it. Let me read it. Ah, so that's front ways. Well, if you're meant to sit down behind the trolley and then read it to have the text run the correct way, why do they not just print it in reverse on the reverse side? Why do they print it the same manner on the reverse side so it's backwards? I've never noticed that before. It's so fucking dumb. Anyway.
Huh. Power's out.
Better use my flashlight, which never runs out of batteries or anything. And pick up my Gatorade. I like to think that it's Mountain Dew because it's green. So, I'm just going to drink my Mountain Dew. Maybe I can find some Doritos for a health snack. Who knows? So there's a zombie. Oh, actually, you know, I'm creeping up to him in crouch walking just to pretend like these mechanics are designed such that the player can actually trip enemy awareness and aggro them. But if you walk fully standing up, zombies won't react until you are this close. But even so, you can just execute them while they're reacting to you, so there's no consequence for not using stealth at all, or just walking up to zombies and hitting them. Oh, hey, what's up? Obligatory joke about MC Hammer. That which cannot be touched, etc. I have a feeling that there's going to be a friend. Oh, hey, what's up? Oh no, I'm so scared. That clearly scripted event terrified me. Goodness. Be still, my beating heart. Such emergent game design. Get this guy. Yeah, occasionally you get corpse jerks who aren't really corpse jerks. That's an old canard. But thankfully you only need to give them one smack with whatever weapon you've got to get them to stop being playing around.
Come on up here.
Take it seriously.
Use the ladder near the dumpster.
Thank you for the directions to the ladder I was standing in front of. Alright, let's go talk to the nice man. Have you seen my mummy?
Jimmy Blake, last standing officer of the Sedalia SO.
Go for you. There's suckles all over this place, too.
The biters? Yeah, they're everywhere, man. Where have you been?
Up in the hills, hunting. Didn't know nothing about them till the Torber camp. Still don't.
Uh-huh. Let me bring you up to speed.
This is Officer
More of
Sass,
them
by the
come
way.
every day. We help each other survive, or we don't. That's it. Normal rules suspended for the foreseeable future. That applies to good guys and to, hunters. 10-4?
Yeah, I get it. But who's we?
The kid holed up in the gas station, and the deputy in the cell block. He's interesting. I want to do one last radio check before bugging out, though.
Well, then do it.
The batteries went dead 2 days back. Can't find fresh ones. If you can, I'm happy to supply a little bird's eye coverage. I'm a hell of a shot.
Batteries? Okay. I'll keep an eye out. I need gas, though.
I think it's long gone, but the kid would know better than me.
Sorry for all the noises I'm making. Just occasionally my nose gets blocked and I need to do something to get rid of it. Alright, let's keep going. I can knock over these. Oh good, an element of the environment I can interact with. Hurrah! You know what they say, I'm just knocking on wood. Knock on wood. Anyway, that's enough of that. Oh, that's right, there's stuff in here. Alright. Go get the super secret stuff. I think this is kind of a feature that's both weird and a little silly. That they've added little sweat rivulets that run down the top of the screen when you sprint. When you sprint to exhaustion, they run down for a while after you stop. On the one hand, it's kind of interesting, but on the other hand, it looks ridiculous, and also it's like your maximum sprint duration being so limited, it's almost laughable. Daryl Dixon, this walking killing machine, ultimate badass, and he can only run for a few seconds before he is like sweating profusely. So, I think that's a bit weird. But far be it from me to accuse the Walking Dead survival instinct of ludonarrative dissonance. That would be me going far beyond my station. I am just going to sit here and look at the thing and say, oh look, it is TV's Daryl Dixon. That's that. Oh hey friends. This little amateur zombie cog. Oh look, the guy behind him just teleported in front of me. He decided that he was not going to wait in line behind this guy. And then they'd... Oh, and of course the corpse is just fading into the void. That's great. That reminds me. A general tip with regard to your horror violence in video games. Violence in horror really depends upon the generation of a sense of weight through all kinds of aesthetic means. You know, through the use of sound effects, through visual cues, like shaking the screen slightly when, for instance, you hit a zombie. It can indicate the degree of force and resistance of the thing that's being hit. And also the idea that that consequences. See, there's slight shaking, so that's doing it kind of well. But also, in horror in particular, the idea that violence has permanent consequences needs to be reinforced through a body permanence. Having the bodies fade away kind of saps the weight and the gravitas from this constant mortal combat. It in addition to reminding the player of just the kind of artifice and silliness of the whole affair, it robs the violence of any meaning. It becomes less of the violence seems less as if there's a character fighting for his survival against a foe or foes which really have the power to take him out, and it's more like the actors in Birdemic waving coat hangers in the air while animated GIF birds flap around on the top level of the movie. It's completely weightless and ceases to have any effect, which is why the censorship of Left 4 Dead 2 in Australia until very recently, and Germany currently, is such a big deal.
Something you want? Huh? I ain't standing out here playing bait all day.
You got a car? You need gas, right? I can get you gas.
No, I can't
I'm warned.
be fucked.
Daryl,
I think you hear this Basically,
man.
this kid needs you to go
Eater's
get something
happened.
from his
Me and
Uncle
my
Lester,
dad
get the
holed up here
key,
with Uncle Lester.
and then he's
Town
gonna
held him
turn
off
on the
okay,
generator so
until
we can
we
get
lost
gas.
all the cops.
Anyway,
All but Blake.
Uncle Lester.
so
Lucky Les?
gore is
saying.
pretty important
He and
in
Dad went out to
horror
see who was
violence,
left.
not because it's
Don't
a
think they're
fun
coming
thing
back.
to see,
But Uncle Lester has the key to the generator.
although it
safe.
can be.
And that's how we get the gas
But
pumps running.
it's rather to
Right. You get the keys and crank the
provide
generator, I use my
environmental
codes to turn on the pump, and
contextual
we get out of
sorry
here. Win-win.
to provide environmental
You coming
context,
with me now?
I'm not staying here,
to
buddy.
provide a sense of
You got a
weight
deal?
to the actions and a sense of finality and permanence. It's also to reinforce the notion that that violence is horrific, even though it may be necessary. That it's still not a pleasant thing, and by taking the unpleasantness and the ickiness out of violence, you sap it not only of its visual weight and consequently the scare factor for horror, you also rob it of its ethical power as a device in fiction. Fuck. Oh man, that was amazing. Oh yes, you fade off into the void, you legend, the break-dancing zombie. Oh, that's brilliant. Oh no! Oh look! Aborted, interrupted animation. Like that. Goodness me. Alright, let's see if we can get in here. Oh look!